Hey, welcome to Week 3 Fantasy Wall Street, brought to you by the Fantasy Football Advice Network. We're going to be looking at some players you should be looking to buy before their value skyrockets, or players you should be trying to sell at their peak or before their stock just tanks. Okay, Kyle, give me some good fantasy financial advice, my man.
Well, here's your first good piece of advice is we are selling Isiah Pacheco. And
Well,
it's not personal because I love him as a player, but this Kansas City offense as a whole, and more specifically the run game, are trash right now. And not only that, but then you're also splitting with Kareem Hunt on top of that. So sell Isiah Pacheco, find someone that loves him, that thinks he's gonna break out of this 4 and 5 point streak that he's in, and sell him.
okay, I have a question to play a little devil's advocate here. Do you sell him now, even though his value is actually pretty low because he hasn't been doing well? Or do you wait for that one good week that may come eventually, maybe, and then try to sell him?
I think it depends on the situation. If you need a running back because you drafted Isiah Pacheco to be your RB2,
Yeah.
find a way to upgrade him.
Yep.
Something else. If you're deep at running back and you can stash him on your bench until he has a decent game, do that.
Yep. I agree. Situations are situational.
Situations are 100% situational.
All right. Who's your next guy?
Well, we are going to buy Brian Thomas Jr. And I know everybody keeps saying, well, he got all of his points last year with Mac Jones and blah. Listen, this guy's a stud wide receiver, all right? He didn't just lose that talent overnight. He does have a better second receiver across from him now. I think we just got to be patient with Brian Thomas. And I think right now, people who are panicking, we talked about this last week, people panic in fantasy football. It's only been 2 weeks. All right? It's been 2 weeks. If people are panicking on Brian Thomas, go scoop him at a discount and enjoy the ride the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's only been 2 weeks. I mean, you drafted this guy high for a reason. It's the same situation. Actually, it's a better situation than like AJ Brown right now, right?
Yeah.
Like people are freaking out about AJ Brown, but the guys are stud top wide receivers in the league. They're going to get theirs. Just because they haven't gotten it yet doesn't mean they're not going to. And hey, maybe Trevor Lawrence gets hurt and Brian Thomas has a booming season.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, who's your next guy?
Well, except for Mac Jones is in San Fran now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It was a joke.
Trying something new there? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Don't quit my day job.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so next we're gonna sell DeAndre Hopkins, and I know old Tyler from the forum is not gonna like this pick. He drafted him in like every league this year.
Well, that was his mistake.
But if you look at what he's done, he's had 2 catches and a touchdown in the first 2 games. He's not going to be able to keep that up.
It's wild.
Zay Flowers is getting elite usage. You still got Bateman. Andrews hadn't been involved at all, but he's still there. Likely will be back at some point. Like, Hopkins cannot sustain this touchdown per week on 2 catches. So find somebody who needs a receiver, someone who loves them, some DeAndre Hopkins, package him up with something as a throw-in to upgrade somewhere else. But I'm trying to get some value back out of him before he stops scoring a touchdown every week.
Yeah, I agree. That's not a sustainable. That target share is not high enough. If he doesn't score a touchdown, he's irrelevant, right? And that's bad usage. But also, I'm disturbed by the fact that his photo here, he looks like Meta World Peace with long hair, and I don't like Meta World Peace, so I'm selling DeAndre Hopkins.
Bye, Nuck. See you, dude.
I'm telling you, if you can't see that, if it's not big enough, either zoom in on it or go to Sleeper or something and look at his picture. Meta World Peace with long hair. I'm just saying. Anyways, all right, who's your next guy, Kyle?
All right, my next guy is I'm going to be buying Drake London. And this is another be patient with him. All right. We saw at the end of last year, we saw the chemistry he had with Penix, right? Now, London was a little bit banged up this last week. He's going to get better. That chemistry didn't go away. All right. And they're going to have better and better matchups as the year goes along. This guy is another one of these studs you just got to be patient with. And if you can buy him at a discount right now, I would 100% do it.
Yeah, I would try to do it before he goes off good against Carolina here, too,
Yeah.
if you get the chance. But also, I mean, he had a good week 1. Week 2, he had a hurt shoulder, so that probably played into some of that a little bit too.
He
But
still led the team in receiving, even with a hurt shoulder.
and Penix has looked decent. If they would let Penix just kind of let loose a little bit there, I think that could be good. So Penix will come into his own a little bit more as the season progresses.
Yeah.
I like Drake London. Penix has brought a little life to. Ugh, I can't believe I'm saying this. Even Kyle Pitts is getting a little bit of production now, more, which even a little bit of production was a step up for him. All he could do was go up. But I think this offense is going to come along a little bit, and I like Drake London here, but you can buy cheap.
Yes, 100%. All right, so we're going to hit you with the last sell.
Okay.
That is Rhamondre Stevenson.
Smart.
Yeah. Like, if you look at his workload this week, right? Well, week 1, 7 attempts, 2 receptions. This week, 11 attempts, 5 receptions. He had 5 receptions for 88 yards. That's very efficient. He's usually not that efficient in the past with his receptions.
Yeah.
Even the rushing, he's got, what is that, 5 yards a carry? So, like, very efficient week against Miami, one of the worst defenses in the league. All right. So, and if you look at the split, like, he's not going to outwork Travion Henderson maybe ever again this season. They drafted Henderson for a reason. He's going to get touches, carries, catches, especially catches over the course of this season. Take advantage of this game and sell Rhamondre Stevenson.
I think what you're taking advantage of right now is that Stevenson hasn't fumbled the ball yet. I'm worried about that first time he fumbles the ball away and then Henderson just becomes the guy. And I feel like you're playing with fire. The longer you hang on to Stevenson, the more you're playing with fire here, because we saw last year, they might let him get 2 fumbles, but I think they're looking to replace him. And he's a good runner and he's a good receiver. I like Rhamondre Stevenson, but I think they're almost looking to get Henderson in there when they get the chance. Like you said, they drafted him for a reason.
100%. All right. That just leaves our last buy, Mr. Chase Brown. And I know some people are probably thinking, oh my God, the Bengals just lost their quarterback for 3 months. How could you buy a Bengal? Well, here's why.
That kind of thinking is exactly why he's on the buy list. Am I right?
That's exactly why I want to go attack their owner and get this guy on my team. Is because, okay, you've got Browning. Yeah, he's familiar with the offense. He can throw. He's not worthless. But they're still going to lean on the run game a little bit more in support. So he'll see a small uptick in carries there. He's already getting elite usage as it is.
Yeah.
A little uptick there. Think about the dump offs.
Yes.
Backup QBs are notorious for dumping the ball off to their running backs. That's what we haven't seen yet from Chase, why his numbers the first couple of weeks have been a little bit low. He's only had 2 receptions each week. We're fixing to see a pretty good bump, I believe, in receptions, which is going to start getting him in those higher numbers that guys like me who expect him to be a top 5 running back on the season are looking for.
Yeah, in those dump offs, I know that everyone before the season was like, oh, Samaje Perine, he's a receiving back. They're going to be – Chase Brown's going to lose receiving yards to him and stuff. Not really happening. I mean, Chase Brown is like the guy. He's only lost work to 2 receptions to Samaje Perine. That's it. He's getting all the carries. So, yeah, I'm going Chase Brown here, who is the obvious workhorse that they love, who is an elite receiving back. I mean, the guy is an elite receiving back. I know he's off to kind of a slow start. I know we talked about this earlier with guys like Brian Thomas. They'll find their footing. That's fine. The Bengals are notorious for starting off bad and then getting their crap together. And I know they just lost Joe Burrow, but I think they just proved that Browning can come in and do a fine job and keep that team afloat because there's so much talent.
I also think that karma took Joe Burrow from them because they won their first week 1 game in how many years?
How dare you win a game in the first
game? It's a punishment, right? So, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right, guys. Well, take that advice, get out there, get to trading, and good luck this week.
Go get them. Good luck.